Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This article that I found here, it's very concerning, and I have to admit that I do not know anything about this that happens in the United States, but I heard about this happening in Canada, and I really don't understand how is this possible. Maybe you have more information on this, but I think it's worth talking about it. This article comes from Reuters and it is from November 17th, 2022. FBI director, and I'm quoting, very concerned by Chinese police stations in the United States. What? What do you mean? Concerned by Chinese police stations in the United States. I know that the Canadians become a little bit alarmed about the Chinese police stations in Canada. What? I didn't know that you can have as a country a police station in another country, of your country. But anyway, the United States is deeply concerned about the Chinese government setting up unauthorized police stations, quote unquote, in US cities to possibly pursue influence operations. FBI Director Christopher Wray told lawmakers on Thursday. Safeguard Defenders, a European-based human rights organization, published a report in September revealing the presence of dozens of Chinese police, quote-unquote, service stations in major cities around the world, including New York. I knew Canada has. Republicans in Congress, weasels, have requested answers from the Biden administration about their influence. Another weasel. Full of weasels out there, but they're in charge of us. Can you believe that? And they are supposed to represent us. The report said the stations were an extension of Beijing's efforts to pursue some Chinese nationals on their relatives abroad to return to China to face criminal charges. It also linked them to activities of China's United Front Work Department, a Communist Party body charged with spreading its influence and propaganda overseas. And I'm quoting, "I'm very concerned about this. We are aware of the existence of these stations," end quote. Wray told a U.S. Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee hearing, acknowledging but declining to detail the FBI's investigative work on the issue. And I'm quoting, "You know, these guys are like this. Well, I think you're a thief, but I can't disclose the information because it's classified and it's an investigation. I can't disclose the details of the investigation, but you're a thief." What? Yeah, and I'm going to arrest you, but I can't tell you why. And by the way, I have this information that country did this, that country did that country did that. I just come and point fingers, I make statements, but when I have to provide evidence, I say, confidential, it's classified, I can't share it with you. That means zero. Why should I believe you? Because you said intelligence community? Yes, that's how it is. When the intelligence community, FBI or CIA comes and tells you, hey, Russia interfered in this, and say, well, we want evidence, clear evidence. How did you? It's confidential. It's going to, it's top secret, that's the word, top secret. It's top secret and could jeopardize our investigation and jeopardize our national security. We can't share it with you. You're two idiots. But believe us. Just pay attention to this top secret. So, it says, but to me, I'm quoting, "it is outrageous to think that the Chinese police would attempt to set up shop, in New York, let's say, without proper coordination. It violates sovereignty and circumvents standard judicial and law enforcement cooperation processes." Wray, asked by Republican Senator Ron Scott if such sanctions violate U.S. law, said the FBI was looking into the legal parameters, end quote. Republicans in the U.S. House of Representatives, including Greg Murphy and blah, 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 sent letters to Justice Department on October, blah, blah, blah. They tried to, instead of looking into it, they just tried to get election points. Biden administration was investigating such actions and arguing they could be used to intimidate U.S. relations of Chinese origin. China's embassy in Washington did not respond immediately to a request for comment. Earlier this month, its foreign ministry denied it had such stations in the Netherlands after a probe by Dutch authorities. China said they were offices to help Chinese citizens renew documents. All right. Rai said the United States had made a number of indictments involving the Chinese government harassing, stalking, surveilling, and blackmailing people in the United States who disagreed with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. And I'm quoting, it's a real problem and something that we're talking with our foreign partners about as well, because we're not the only country where this has occurred. End quote, he said. The United States unsealed criminal charges in October against 7 Chinese nationals accused of waging a surveillance and harassment campaign against a U.S. resident and his family in the bid by the Chinese government to repatriate one of them back to China. It was the latest cause by the Justice Department targeting Chinese effort to track down people overseas who Beijing calls criminal suspects, known as Operation Fox Hunt. Well, I don't know exactly what it is, and I'm going to tell you this. I don't know if, obviously something like this would be illegal if it's a police station. What the hell are you talking about? You have no jurisdiction here. But I will tell you something. In the spy community, or counter information community, you can be, if you're deconspired, you will be caught. You'll be caught. You work for the embassy, or maybe you're undercover. You know, you just planted 20 years ago in a country and you're not financed by anything. You just stay over there dormant, and they tell you, like, in general stuff, try to get into this, I don't know, governmental institution, or this engineering, or this, fire station or power plant or something. Get your way in that. That's the general stuff. And you do it. And after you do it, when they need it, they will, hey, we need this and that. Okay, this happens everywhere. Now, people like that, or people who work for the embassy, that are known they are this kind of people, you know, they try to bribe other people to get information and get access to certain institutions. They are caught, they are taken, they are, hijacked in the street by the foreign, by, let's say, CIA. Let's say I'm a Romanian spy in Germany, all right, undercover, whatever I am, or maybe work for the embassy, supposedly as being a courier, taking mail from here, bringing over there, but actually my job is to do something else, okay? Let's say I would try to infiltrate the US embassy in Berlin or Bonn or whatever it is, okay? And the CIA knows me, monitors me, and stops a car by me, come in, gets me in, and nobody hears from me again. That's how it works. And they have this kind of things. Remember the black, whatever offices, black holes, whatever they were called by the Americans in Western Europe, where they were abduct people and terrorist charges, and they will waterboard them and all that. Remember those ones? No, you forgot? With the Iraq war and all that? Well, that's been for a long time. They will get you and they will want you to cooperate. So that means you're with us, we're going to let you back over there, but you work for us, you're going to be a double agent, or you're not going to go back again. And that's it. And some people work, some people no. So they say, well, I don't want, maybe I want to defect, I want to be with you only, but I don't want to go back there. And they say, okay, come over. It happens. That's how it works. And how do you call those operations? Functioning on other foreign territories, on third parties. Now, let's say United States and Romania, and this happens in Germany. So it's no surprise that these guys are doing under the cover of, we just extend documents and we help people to repatriate or something. Yeah. The embassy. Remember, in the embassy, at least 2/3 of the staff in the embassy is doing something else that they're supposed to, or that at least their job title is. Well, I'm a doorman. Yeah, by day, and by night am I not. I'm not a pole dancer, but I'm involved in other stuff. And so I'm just a driver of the this guy. No, you're not a driver. You're a driver by day, but by night you do something else. That's how it is. Everyone does it that way. It's common knowledge. I mean, I would say. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to know these kind of things. So they're saying the Chinese are doing this. Oh my God, I'm very concerned. Well, I think the Chinese have 1,000 things to be concerned. Probably if you read their media saying about the United States doing this and doing this and doing this. Remember how the Chinese picked pak to former spies or former whatever Canadian citizens when it was that problem with that Wang Wei, Yang Yang, Hao Wei, whatever that was accused of this and that, was abducted at the order of the United States in Canada. Remember that woman, executive of whatever company, I can't remember her name, I can't remember Hao Wei, whatever the company was. I think it was a G5 phone company, something like that. And then the Chinese went and they grabbed Tom. Pak, got Tom, boom, arrested here, spy. I'm not a spy. Yes, you are. We knew that for a long time. They picked the lowest, the bottom feeder, and the important ones. Why? Because they monitor those. But they let them to see how they go and what the connections are. But they took the bottom feeders and, okay, we're going to do this. The Canadians, okay, picked another one, picked Jamie. Pak, Jamie, right here, boom. We got another spy. He's not a spy. He's not a spy. Yes, he is. And they were, I think both of them were Zelensky's. But anyway, what a coincidence. In China, they were just teachers, you know, second language something. One of them was in Romania after the so-called revolutions. A lot of American second language teachers came to teach us Tards, Romanians, English, which is very nice, you know. So they were just U.S. citizens coming over there, getting an apartment, and they were just teaching us English. But we knew better. They were not just, I am good. No, it was not like that. We knew who the guy was, and he was, we knew, they knew. I mean, it was not like, oh my God, this guy is just a good-hearted people. Yeah, there are some good-hearted people too, but I knew some people that were good-hearted, but also heartless, if you know what I mean. Anyway, man. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.